For joy, happiness, and I think this show is a cry for youth, inspiration, and the pleasure of life. It's really a show that will show you what the human body can do at its best, bringing you into this dream of joy and happiness, jubilation, and reach you deep inside, bringing you elsewhere for a full 2 hours. We have 55 performers from 17 different countries on this production, on Alegria, and behind the scene there's also a large group of people, so altogether we have 100 people traveling with Alegria only. Yes, and we have the pleasure to say that Alegria is a Cirque du Soleil signature. It's one of the shows that standard Cirque du Soleil as we know it today, which is the perfect combination of live music, on stage, dance, theater, and for sure acrobatics, bringing you into another world through this music, the costumes, the makeup, the level of artistics you have on stage. And Alegria was one of the shows that brought it all over the planet. The soundtrack is one of the most popular one as well from Cirque du Soleil. Let's say as we speak today, there's 22 productions, 22 shows around the world from Cirque du Soleil, and that includes Alegria here in Louisville. And how it starts, we reunite creators, designers, choreographers, musicians all together at the very beginning, and the creation team creates the show around the concept. Alegria is Spanish for joy and jubilation, others will be about other stories, and then from this it reunites everybody around the same theme, and then here goes the costume design, here goes the set design, light design, sound design, and so on. And then we also create the music following the acts, and the acts following the music. And what you'll see on stage, it's also very unique and special, because you will realize, seeing it live, how the music is important and how the act is important for the music. The musicians are following every single act. They allow the performers to have some more time, let's say, to adjust or to make sure the stunt is at the right time. So we're not pushing and play on the soundtrack. You will feel it very vibrant, very textured and live in front of you. We have scouts traveling the world to find the best talents just for you. And let's say some are former Olympic performers. We have some artists on stage that did the Sydney Olympic Games, and then they join us. They come in Montreal, they learn their act, their routine, the choreographies, how to apply the makeup, how to become an artist and not a performer anymore. And I mean here that is to invoke and evoke the senses and emotions. So it's not about performing in front of judges, it's performing for people, to bring them into this world, to give you some good feelings, moments, make you cry or laugh. So it's really different from performing in a competition, for example. It's not about competition anymore, it's about working together. It's a bungee act, we call it a flying man, and it's an act that is in the second part of the show. It's graceful, full of strength and unique. The music that accompanies this act is incredible, very inspiring. And it's an act that shows the possibility of flying in the air. This character represents the naivety and the purity of an angel, and then he's walking, you know, on top of you in the air. He's flying over you. It's aerial, it's light and very strong. It's wonderful. From one city to another, audiences change so much. It could be the way they laugh about certain acts, certain part of the show, because we also have clown acts. So some places they really laugh for this, others they prefer this other plot. Places where we just start the show and people already applaud. Other places it takes a bit more time. At the end, is there a standing ovation all over the place, on the floor? Are people crying? Are they singing? And then also after that, outside, I like to walk around and hear people, their comments, their feedback, see if in their eyes they have the sparkles I hope they will get during the show. And it's usually the case. It's fantastic. It's really different. Some people clap hands before the show, others with their feet make some sound and noises. So our members should know that it's a fantastic production. So it's very special for that. And it's also the arena. They change size, dimension, colors. Is the audience close enough to the stage? Like here you see it's always the same, but people are still very, very close to the stage, 5 feet from the stage. It's really next to you, and even the bleachers are still very close. It feels that the artists are jumping over you, walking around you, facing you. So this proximity, I think, engages the audience very much and creates something unique every night and every time we change city. And we're here for 7 shows in 4 days until Sunday. Opening night is very exciting because it's the first time we meet, let's say, Louisville, your crowd, and see how you appreciate the show. Hopefully it's generous and amazing, and artists need this kind of connection with the audience, so they give back, and this energy is very, very important. So come and applaud, cry, scream, have fun, dream. It's really for the entire family, and Alegria is here for you for the week.